As life in the UK continues to be disrupted by ongoing social gathering restrictions brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ahmadiyya Muslim communities of Edinburgh and Fife in Scotland hosted their annual peace conference online. The conference began with the recitation of the Holy Quran.
وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون.
Following a short introductory video, Dr. Abdul Hay gave a short presentation on the activities of the Edinburgh and Fife communities. Brief remarks were offered by guest speakers including Reverend Norman Grant of the Carney Hill Limekilns Parish Churches.
True peace involves things like reconciliation, care, compassion, and most of all, love for the other. That statement brings me to something that my friend and neighbour Abdul has said several times to me. Love for all, hatred for none.
Dr. Ian Campbell, the chaplain of the Victoria Hospital in Fife.
And the work we do collectively in terms of peace is to actually say it quite strongly. What you're doing is you're helping save people's lives because you're helping out in the community. And that's a true blessing, and I thank you for it.
Councillor Gary Haldane, local councillor for Dunfermline Central Ward on the Fife Council.
Today we're exploring what makes peace, and if we serve one another, we will stay connected to one another. Our communities will be united and we will be stronger for that.
Mr. Tommy Shepherd, MP, the Member of Parliament for Edinburgh East.
Whilst the pandemic has seen the worst of times, it has also seen the best traits of human beings come to the fore as people have worked together in communities, as cities, as countries, and internationally working together to try and defeat this pandemic and to see us survive.
Mrs. Wendy Chamberlain, MP, the Member of Parliament for North East Fife.
Not only have you been reaching out to those most in need, you've also been reaching out to those who are at the forefront of delivering the services and support that we have all needed over the pandemic, to see visiting fire stations and indeed being engaged with the hospital in Kirkcaldy. So thank you for that.
The keynote address was delivered by Maulana Abdul Jahangir Khan, a missionary of the Ahmadiyya Muslim Community UK.
None of these differences of language or colour or ethnicity are elements that add value to a person, but that righteousness, that is good behavior, is what really adds value to a person. There are many ways in which we can make positive contributions to humanity. All it takes is a smile, goodwill, and a little effort. We must do it for the sake of the world and the sake of world peace, for the sake of our children, and ultimately for our own sake. These are the prerequisites to connecting humanity. Doing good all around creates these strong connections quite naturally.
Closing remarks were offered by Regional Missionary of Scotland, Maulana Dawood Qureshi, before bringing the event to an end with a silent prayer.
Being a Muslim or human being, there are two rights which Allah the Almighty puts on us. One is worship of Allah the Almighty, and second is the service of humanity. Please join me in silent prayer.
This report is brought to you from MTA International UK Studios in London.